Hello, welcome to Monday's class. Long weekend for most of us here in Canada. I know we've got a few American members here. Your long weekend's next weekend. But anyway, class is here. It'll be uploaded, so it's there whenever you want to do it. All right, so let's get right into our usual warm-up stretches. So feet are hip distance apart, toes pointing straight forward. Reach down, up, tip, and twist. All right, nice and wide. Same reaches, just different foot positions. Okay, all the way narrow. Okay, come back to normal distance, but externally rotate your toes. Same reaches. And turn the toes in. Perfect. All right, first exercise, we're going to grab two kind of medium-ish dumbbells. All right, and we're going to go side lunge. So two different versions here. So beginner version is side lunge, come back to bicep curl. Okay, if you want to take it up a notch, you're going to do same side lunge, but when you come back, you're going to try to balance on that leg with the curl. Okay, and then go right back over, side lunge, come up to balance, curl. All right, so let's get it. 12 on each side. Eleven, 12. All right, other side. Side lunge, if you can do the balance, curl. Eleven, 12. All right, keep the weights, maybe lighten up if you need to. We're going to do that bent over, so nice flat back when you bend over. Reverse fly, so you're flapping your wings out to the side in that bent over posture. All right, here we go. Squeeze between the shoulder blades. Okay, and then we're going to also be in that bent over posture, but I'll show you the front on view. So my palms are forward. We're going to get in that same bent over posture and then row. Pull up, squeeze between those shoulder blades again. All right, pull those elbows high and drop them down. When I drop them down, they're still close to my body, okay? I'm not coming down out here, it's in here, okay? Squeeze. And 12. All right, take a little breather, grab yourself some water. That's our first circuit. All right, side lunge with the balance if you can. And then while you're balancing, bicep curl. All right, other side. And 12. Okay, come down, nice flat backs. Flap the wings out to the side. Squeeze between those shoulder blades. Okay, same bent over posture. Pull up, elbows high. 11 and 12. All right, little breather again. Grab a quick sip. All right, back on. Last round of these. To the side, balance, curl. Okay. And 12. All right, last of the bent over fly. Okay, and then palms forward, same bent over, row. Perfect. All right, so that circuit is done. Take your little sip of water. All right, first exercise, this next group, we don't need any equipment, just the body weight exercise. There is a balance aspect where you're standing on one foot. If that is hard for you, too hard, you can hold on to something. If it's very hard for you, hold on tightly. If it's so-so, just have kind of a couple of fingers touching just to stabilize you a little bit. If you can do it freestanding, even better, even harder. All right, so it's one foot, and then this other leg, your knee is going to be up about hip height, and then you're kicking out in front of you, okay? So kick out, keep that knee as high as you can, kick straight out. All right, so abs tight, knee up, extend the foot. Should feel this quad right here, your hip flexors and quad talking to you by the end. 12. Okay, switch sides. Like I said, if you can balance, even better. Eleven, 12. All right, go ahead and grab those same dumbbells you were using in the last set. We're going to go for a wide, externally rotated squat and then hammer curl. So keep those dumbbells sideways as you curl up. So your elbows are tucked in by your ribs the whole time. Squat, hammer curl. So squat means your chest stays up fairly straight, dropping that butt. 11 and 12. Perfect. And our third exercise, if you have a step or a ledge of some sort, use that. I don't have one in a good camera view right now, so I'm just going to do it on the floor, but it's those tiptoes. So for this one, you can hold on. It's not about the balance at all. So it's one foot and then come all the way up to your tiptoes. And then if you're on the ledge, obviously you can let your heel drop down lower than the floor. All right, so as high and low as you can go. Okay, other side. Perfect. All right, water break. All right, and we're back to our high knee kicking, knee extension. So balance if you can, knee at hip height, kick out. All right, other one. Abs are tight to help with the balance, also helps keep the hip up. 12. All right, so grab those dumbbells. We've got our wide squat, externally rotated toes. Okay, drop it low, hammer curl. Perfect. All right, get rid of the dumbbells and the tiptoes. So single leg, hold on for balance, up and down. Okay, switching the foot. 12. Perfect. All right, that's 2 of those down. So grab your sip of water. All right. Oh no, not this first. I'm skipping one. All right, we got our kicks first. All right, so knee nice and high. Kick it out. Squeeze those muscles on the front side of your upper thigh. Okay, other one. 12. All right, now we grab our dumbbells. Okay, nice and wide, toed out, and go. All right, and the tiptoes. All right, 1 foot. 12. Okay, switching. 12. Perfect. All right, so that is it for that circuit. So take your little break, and then we're going to come down to the floor. We do need 1 dumbbell. We're coming back to those Russian twists today. We've had a couple weeks off of them. All right, so 1 dumbbell. Come on down to the floor. We'll do the Russian twist first. So that's the one where your feet are on the floor. As long as you can keep your pelvis, your hips and knees from going side to side, if you can do that, you can lift your feet off the floor to make it harder. If not, just keep your heels down and twist. Nice flat spine, straight back. You don't want to be hunching forward. 12. Okay, next one. So we did our knee extension just now. Now we're going to do our hip flexion. So you can use your hands behind you to prop yourself up. Then keeping one leg perfectly straight, you're going to lift towards the ceiling. Okay, so squeeze again that thigh muscle, quad, and lift. Okay, other side. 12. All right, and then lay down on the mat, on your back. Okay, am I on camera? There we go. All right, and then we're actually gonna let our knees fall open, the bottoms of our shoes touch. And then so try to let your thighs go completely relaxed. You're not using those muscles. And then just little crunches, okay? Squeeze those lower abs as you crunch up. Perfect. All right. Quick little breather, and then we're back to our Russian twist. So for this one, the knees are bent, and then leaning back a little, both hands on the weight, twist. Eleven, 12. Okay, straighten the legs, chest out. So you're sitting up nice, good posture. You're just leaning back just slightly from your hips, okay? Propping yourself up in your hands, and then lift the leg. Okay, other side. 12. Alrighty, lay it down. Bottoms of your feet touch, knees fall open, and then little crunches. Don't have to come up very high, just as long as those abs are engaging. Exhale as you come up. All right, so that's 2 rounds of those. We have just 1 more round left for the day. Take a breath. Bend your knees, chest out. Eleven, 12. Okay. We've got our leg lift. So again, nice good posture in your spine, and lift. Okay, and a butterfly crunch. So let those knees fall open, bottoms of your feet touching. Crunch, exhale. Perfect. All right, on to our stretches. So again, sit up, legs stretched out in front of you, and then just fold over. touching, bottom of your feet touching, knees open again, and then slight lean forward. All right, our 90-90 position, so 90-degree angles in your knees, and then lean forward over your knee. Okay, switching sides. All right, flip over into child's pose, where you sit your hips back and then stretch your arms out. Okay, up to all fours for your cat-cow. Arch up, drop it down. Okay, half kneel. Whatever knee is on the ground, that's your up and over arm. Okay, other side. Okay, come up from the floor, find somewhere to hold on, and then pull the leg up behind. Okay, other side. Perfect, and our usual finisher, grab those hands, pull the shoulders back, neck nice and long. All right, that's it. I hope everybody had a great weekend. I will see you Wednesday. Thank you. Bye-bye.